Hey everybody, I'm Renee J, the Mom Boss Coach. Thank you for tuning in. If you are new to tuning in to any one of my videos, welcome and thank you for your support. Make sure that you share this video with another parent that you believe it will strengthen and it will educate. This video is also going to be for guardians and fathers as well. So if you follow me or if you're familiar with my name and what I do, you know that my target audience are working and at-home mothers, right? And I teach you how to build confidence within your role by learning how to manage your time, stress, and your family. But there are many times where I cover topics like the one I'm speaking about within this video that will help and strengthen any parent, whether you're a grandparent, a foster parent, or a guardian. So I encourage you to post this video on your Facebook and any other platform that you'd like to post it on, just to be able to help support other parents as well that are on this journey with you. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right in. Within this video, I'm covering the topic of navigating co-parenting communication. As many of us know, a lot of times there are so many different obstacles and so many different setbacks that you encounter when you are on this parenting journey and you're co-parenting with another parent. And that doesn't only mean you're co-parenting with them and you're not together, right? You're separated. Maybe you had gotten divorced and now you're co-parenting with them and you're not seeing eye to eye. I'm also speaking about if you are married or engaged to the person that you are co-parenting with. These tips within this video are going to help you tremendously because all of us are going to be faced with these different challenges. Number one, because we don't always see things the same way that the other parent is going to see things, right? We don't always agree with one another, right? So every time there's an idea or an opinion, we're not always going to agree as parents with one another. But what's important, and this is your first tip, what's important is that co-parents, whether you're married, whether you're separated, or whether you are in a different situation, what's important is that you have a common goal that you're working towards, right? This common goal between you and the other parent is so vital because this is going to help you to stay focused while you are communicating with one another. So after you get past the arguing, if you have a tendency to argue, or after you get past the misunderstandings, right? It's going to even cut down on those things because when you have a common goal that you're both committed to working together to achieve, then the conversations that you have begin to be more focused when you're communicating with each other. Remember to have a common goal between you and the parent that you're co-parenting with. And if right now you don't have a common goal, if right now it seems like all you do is argue and fight, or you just, stay on opposite sides of the fence, even if you're not doing much arguing, you're just not doing much communicating at all, set up a meeting, whether it's over the phone or in person, to talk to the other person that you're co-parenting with and write down some common goals that you all would like to work together on as parents, right? Because at the end of the day, it's not about your opinion, it's not about their opinion, it's about what's best for the child. So tip 2 is that you want to maintain your focus. So while you're on your parenting journey and while you're in this process of learning how to build healthy communication between you and the other parent that you're co-parenting with, you have to stay focused on the main goal, the whole purpose of you all coming together to co-parent in a healthy way and learning how to communicate with each other in a healthy way, right? And that's why it's so important to establish those common goals between one another, because this is going to help you to stay focused. Whatever the goal is that you and that other co-parent have decided that you want to work towards, make sure to stay focused while you're communicating with them over the phone and in person, so things can begin to get accomplished, right? Because when you have a goal and you don't stay focused on a calculated plan on how you're going to obtain that goal, then you begin to waste time in other areas. Then you begin to see a lack of progress within your achievement of that goal. So parents, the last tip I have for you today is that you want to make sure to set clear boundaries, right? It is so important to set boundaries for yourself, because if you don't set boundaries for yourself, when you don't set boundaries within your general communication with that other parent, then you're going to see a lot of different issues, a lot of different drama popping up. And then, of course, you're going to begin to lose focus of the reason why you're communicating in the first place. So you want to begin to set clear boundaries. These boundaries need to be healthy boundaries, right? And what I mean by that is you don't want to just begin to say things that you don't like, right? You don't want to just go down the line of things you don't like that the other person does, but you want to set boundaries as far as communication and the way that the other person and you carry yourself with one another, both verbally and by the actions that you do, so that there can be a mutual respect between one another. Because something else we have to understand, parents, is that your children are watching you. So these boundaries that you set, be mindful that your child is learning from you, whether you know it or not. So if you don't take these boundaries seriously and then you continue to push the boundaries, or the other parent begins to push the boundaries that you have set for them, your child is going to learn how to not be respectful to you, to other people. They're not going to respect other people's boundaries because they see that you don't respect that other parent's boundaries, or that they don't respect your boundaries. So make sure to be mindful of that for yourself, and then also communicate that with the other parent that you're co-parenting with. You may want to say something like, we really need to be careful because we're setting an example for our child or our children. So I'm sorry if I've done something that's hurt you or upset you. I'm going to be mindful of that. I know you said that's one of your boundaries. Can you please be mindful of the boundaries I shared with you as well, just so we can just keep that mutual respect between one another, right? And you may not be used to communicating this way with that other parent. I understand. Your interactions with each other may have gotten pretty heated. Your interactions with each other may have been very disrespectful. Everybody's interactions with the parent that they are parenting with or co-parenting with is not always the same, right? So I understand that sometimes you might be dealing with someone that's abusive when they speak, or maybe you have a habit of being very aggressive when you speak. This is an opportunity that both of you can learn to just begin to deny yourself in, right? If you begin to deny yourselves and begin to put the well-being of your child before your needs, then you're going to see a lot more growth and a lot more health in the communication between you and that other parent that you're co-parenting with. Well, moms, that's it for you today. Those are my 3 tips for you. Go ahead and begin to implement these tips within your communication with the parent that you're co-parenting with. Bye.